Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. We are still, but narrowly, at the top of the NL Central. The Brewers are hot on our heels at 22-16, only one game back. We have been doing well. Actually, most of the NL Central has been doing well, minus the Cardinals, who have dropped 6 out of their last 10. And they're still somehow above the Chicago Cubs. And it's been funny to watch these divisional rankings as everybody has kind of shuffled around. There was a while where the Reds were in second place. Now it's the Brewers. And so far, throughout the beginning of this season, we have held pretty firm at the top of the NL Central. So it's going to be very interesting to see as the year progresses. We have just started the month of May and finished a great series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, where we picked up 2 out of 3 wins to take the series. Before that, we won against Chicago. So we're on a pretty good stretch right now at 23-15. And after the off day on Thursday, again, it's our typical day off, we go to Atlanta to face the Braves and Spencer Schwellenbach, one of the funnest names in baseball, and it might be actually my wife's favorite player name that's currently active. Schwellenbach, very fun name, and he's doing very well for Atlanta this year so far. He's got 2 wins. He's pitched for 45 innings, gotten 38 strikeouts, and a 2.60 ERA. That is certainly much more competitive than the starts that Shane Baz has been putting up for us lately. Despite having more wins, he's only had 35.2 innings pitched with a 25 strikeout count and a 5.55 ERA. So, definitely need a bounce-back game for Baz, and hopefully we can put it to Atlanta and Schwellenbach. It's a critical situation in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs for Colin Holderman. He has recorded those 2 outs, but he has also walked those 2 batters that are on base, Austin Riley and Hunter Bishop. And I think I will go ahead and let this situation play out. I know it's early in the episode, but I'd like to quicken the pace, as I've stated several times. So we will skip this one, and hopefully Holderman can close this out and save it. And he certainly does. The Braves do not score any more on him, so we got the final out, and that's a win in Game 1. Oh, never mind about Holderman saving that. So it looked like he walked another batter. He's got 3 walks now, and then they pulled in Dennis Santana to get the final out of the game, and he does so successfully. So no other runs come in, and Santana gets credited with save number 3. Maybe Holderman is slipping a little bit. In Game 2, we're going to put up Zach Littell onto the mound, and he really needs to get deeper into some of these games. He has had only 30 innings pitched so far, and 21 strikeouts to go with that, with an ERA of 4.75. He just can only seem to get through 4 or 5 innings, and I'd like to see that extended. And hopefully here in Game 2 against the Braves and Reynaldo Lopez, we can begin to see a turnaround for Zach Littell. It's a tie ball game in a situation with Joey Bart at the plate versus Andres Munoz, one of the tongue twister names for me. I don't know why I have such a hard time, but I cannot say that name very quickly. I have to really slow it down and enunciate to hit that. But Munoz on the mound has only gotten 1 out so far. He has walked a batter as well. Cruz on third, Seidlinker on second. Tie ball game, 1 out. And yeah, let's go ahead because we skipped the Holderman situation. Let's hop into this one. And Joey Bart so far this year is averaging .222. It's not been very good so far, but it's also not been very bad. Munoz throws a slider, 4-seamer, and a sinker. I'd like to get a feel for that speed. That 4-seamer is going to come blazing in up to 101 miles an hour. So real big heat there coming at you. I want to get a feel for it. Let's see if he throws that first. It's a slider that catches the bottom of the zone, and that is strike 1. Not going to help trying to get a handle on the heat if he doesn't throw it. And there's a sinker that just disappears low and inside. Swung at it because I didn't think it was going nearly that far, but it's 0-2. And I knew that slider was coming. That's an easy one to hold off. And the Braves are warming up Scott Barlow, a righty, to follow Munoz if needed. And there we go. That is foul. All right, that definitely had some pop to it. Maybe a home run threat, but we were slightly late on that. Still haven't seen the heat, though. It's been 3 sliders and a sinker. Maybe this is it. No, it's the slider, and we're off on the timing. Bart will strike out. And that'll bring in Nick Gonzalez. He is 0 for 2 today and averaging 239. Cannot time up that slider either. Okay. Early on that one. It really just seems to float in there a lot slower than what it appears. And we're late on that sinker. 96, so that's a little bit of a taste of some speed there. It's not the fastball, which he still has not thrown. But it's 0-2 against Gonzalez now. I'm looking for a slider away, trying to hold back on it. And no, I even called it, and I still can't hold back. And Gonzalez goes down swinging. I am going to go ahead and return to simulating and see if they can finish the job. And it's another situation. Top of the 10th now, 1 out. 2 men on in scoring position, and Triolo at the plate now. All right, I need a redemption here. After calling my own strikeout, I need something else to work for me. Triolo's averaging 246. Munoz still on the mound. And that is fouled away. There's the four-seamer. That's only at 98. I say only 98 like it's no big deal, but no, it is. All right, come on. We got to advance these runners. I need to stop swinging at garbage, put something into play. I'm okay with being a little late because I can push that over into right field and hopefully score a run on a sacrifice. Okay, there's the four-seamer right there. We went after it. Timing was late again. 1-2 now. Munoz is tough. And that one is going way wide outside. 2-2 on the slider to even it up. The energy level is now pretty low. About 30%, give or take a little bit. No! The four-seamer gets past us inside, and Triolo strikes out. The Braves make a pitching change, and they are going to bring in Scott Barlow, another right-handed pitcher with an ERA just under 4 in his 13 2/3 pitched. And it's Sowinski. 1 for 3 today. We got a lefty-righty matchup. I like that. Barlow, he throws a slider, slurve, and a four-seamer, so it should be easy to watch the slider and slurve come in to a left-handed batter in particular. And we'll see if we can get him. That confidence is about 50%. He is not feeling very good right now. But with 2 outs and out in any kind of a way, we'll strand 2 more runners. And that one's good contact. There we go. Go ahead and send that runner home. Sowinski swinging on the first pitch. Will score 2 on the RBI single. Very nice job. And O'Neal Cruz now steps to the plate. He's 1 for 4 today, averaging 259. And wanted a piece of that slurve, but couldn't get it. He's also 3 for 8 in the series so far. And the timing was good on the slurve. It was just too low. No, I wanted to hold back on that one, but I swung anyways. That's my fault, 100%. Not even a check swing there. I hit the button and I said, no. Oh, and that's a slider inside to tie us up. Okay, whatever. But we scored 2, so let's go back to simulating and let somebody close this game. And we do indeed. So that is 2 victories in a row against Atlanta, which will take the series and continue our hot stretch with another Series 1. And it's time to conclude the series now with Paul Skeens on the mound versus Spencer Strider. Ace versus ace here to decide if we sweep the Braves and push them closer to 500 as we are 10 games above that mark right now. It has been a great start to the year. Let's go ahead and complete it and sweep the Braves, please. Yeah, 7-1. That is awesome. Throughout the 3-game series, we held Atlanta to scoring only 4 runs total. That is a fantastic day. And I want to see who had the offensive output here. Luis Arraez going 3 for 5 is awesome. Jock Peterson continues to be MVP level for this team right now. He went 3 for 4 today, picking up 3 more RBIs and a walk as well. His average is all the way up to 323. That is just insane. And on the day, he got a double as well as Arraez and Carter both joining him there. And then for home runs, he did put one over the wall. So did Brian Reynolds. Luis Arraez made an error out in the field. That's not very good. Schumann and Sowinski stole bases. That's pretty cool. And even Jock was trying to steal one, and he got thrown out. So he didn't make it, but wow. Has this guy been absolutely on fire for us or what? What a great signing to this point. Paul Skeens picks up win number 3, going 8 innings pitched, allowing only 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and striking out 8 to bring his ERA under 2. Brian Abreu gets an inning of play, and he strikes out 1 batter and gets 2 defensive outs, and nothing else on the line there. So an excellent day and an excellent series for us to close it out against Atlanta. Next up, we return home with Washington knocking on our door. Jared Jones is going to welcome them in first, and it is our old pal, Mackenzie Gore. For any followers of the Two Idiots franchise that Cryptic Panther and I run, Mackenzie Gore is a Nationals legend and a somewhat joke for us of longstanding degree, but Mackenzie Gore is doing just fine this year, I would say. 45 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, and a 2.80 ERA. He has been good, whereas the Nationals have, by and large, not been good. They are 16-24 right now, so let's start game 1 on another positive note, please. Oh yeah, 4-0 shutout for Jones to pick up his 3rd win of the year. We will continue right ahead with Andrew Abbott versus Josiah Gray in Game 2. And it's a situation for Colin Holderman, where there's nobody out. We have a 1-run lead we're protecting. Holderman trying to save this, but a runner is on first. Let's go ahead and get in there. And Stone Garrett is here. It's also somebody that I am familiar with. So with the runner on first, we want to try to keep this a little lower. Not quite that low on the cutter. Okay, let's try this one more time. And that's much closer, but it does not get called. Let's switch over to that sinker. And that one, no, it gets past side linker. Reynolds is going to field that in left. And the runner holds up, actually, does not advance over to third. So first and second, still an opportunity for a double play. And just in case this thing really goes off the rails, I want to warm up somebody else. Abreu is fully rested. Let's get him going. I'd rather not bring in anybody else. I mean, this is the reliever of the year that we're talking about. But we're currently in trouble, as the go-ahead run is already on base, and there's still nobody out. We've got to be very careful. And that's a good cutter there. It goes to second. Cruz, the flip over, back to Gonzalez, and no! What? We didn't get him? Oh, come on. Is there any way that we can challenge that, please? No, they don't give us the option. All right, so here it is from the perspective of Luis Arraez. Contact is made. The run over to second. And oh, did we just get robbed? All right, hold on. It's close. Yeah, that's an out. That ball is in the glove. And that foot is not on the bag. How do I zoom? L1 and R1. That's it right there. You can see it. That ball is clearly in the glove, and that foot is not touching the bag. That's a double play, and we just got robbed. All right, well, now that Washington has snuck away with that one, we still could get the double play. Try to go a little more inside here to Ruiz. And that's a bunt, and that will... Oh, no, I wanted to go to second and then first. Wow, we get nobody. Absolutely botched it. I wanted to go to second. I hit first on instinct, and that was the wrong instinct, as now we don't get anybody. Washington ties it up, and I have absolutely screwed the situation for Colin Holderman. Now we got a salvage trying to keep this game tied. Contact there from Adams, and it's driven foul. All right, what about the sweeper? Can we go for the strikeout? Okay, he made contact with it, stays alive. Let's try the cutter high and away. Does not go after that one, wisely so. Doesn't go after that one. Okay, it's 2-2. Let's go back inside. Yeah, that was a really good one. Adams fouls it, though. All right, sinker inside. Really good spot for that. Adams just will not go down. All right, let's try high and inside. There we go. He was expecting low, and we got him to swing through it. And C.J. Abrams is now up to the plate, and there's 2 men on with 2 outs. We miss the sinker to begin. He goes after that one. Arise is going to play it. It's a foot race, and we've got him. But the game is tied after I totally butcher that situation. Sorry, guys. I feel like for this one, it is only right that I try to finish it and get a win out there after I put them in this situation to begin with. And Washington's going to bring in Adrian Morejon. Wow. I didn't know that they got him, and he is a really talented pitcher. He is a lefty, though, and to Cruz, lefty-lefty matchup is not great for me. But it's time to try to walk this thing off, and we will be contending with 5 pitches from Morejon. Get contact on that one. It's just foul down the third base line. Man, got excited there for a moment, but we're just a little bit too late on it. 0-1. Swings right through that. I think we were well late. Yeah, too late on that. Okay. 0-2. He does have a slider and a sweeper. I'm expecting either one of those now. Way outside, try to get us to chase. Nope, it was not outside. The slider, center of the zone that we went after. We're early on it, and Cruz is under it to pop it up right there near first base. All right, Sidelinker is up now. He's 0 for 3 today, but I'm excited for this matchup. 228 on the year. Easy take on that slider outside. Let's go Sidelinker. Come on. It'd be awesome to have a moment here. Okay, we foul away that sinker. That was much closer to what I wanted. The timing was good. Maybe only slightly early. 1-1. Okay, that one will go through. Yes, we've got Sidelinker's first hit of the game. Right through shortstop into left field. And they are suggesting a pinch runner. I want to take a look and see. Sidelinker has 49 speed. Yeah, no wonder. And he's at third base. We could change him for Schumann. He's got 63 speed. 67 for Palacios. Triolo at 74. Ford at 83. And then if we need to defensively, we could have them swap. Yeah, I think I'm going to put Ford in there. He's got the fastest set of wheels. So we're going to go ahead and put the fastest guy that we have on the bench on first base. And Evan Carter is here now. That lefty-lefty matchup, again, not something I'm looking forward to. I'd love to have Carter have a moment. Get a good piece of that slider. It's fouled away. Foul tipped, really, just early. I felt like that was good timing, but it was close. 0-1. And that one's inside. Evens it up. I'd like to salvage this situation and get us a proper win here. Now, I feel really bad about screwing that last one up. Wow, looking like a fool on the slider. My goodness.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Shouldn't have swung at it at all, and even though we did, it's still early. 1-2. No, shouldn't have swung at that either. Wow, I am really, really sorry for this performance, you guys. I try to stay up to date and, like, fresh on playing this game, and if I go for a little bit without playing, then you can really tell, and I'm absolutely slipping in this episode. Luckily, we've been simulating most of it and not really hopping in, but it's tough sometimes to continuously try to put out episodes, and if I get busy with work like I have been and I haven't played in a few days, I come back to it. And Bart, no, it's foul. Oh, that would have been great. That actually might have even possibly scored the walk-off. 2-1, though. That was a 4-seamer. Okay, that's an easy take inside. I say easy take as if I haven't swung at those all day. 3-1. Come on, Bart. Morejon delivering. Oh, yeah. I wanted a real big piece of that sinker. The timing was good. Nearly perfect, but Bart couldn't get it. And it's a full count now. We will send the runner onto the move. 3-2. And Bart lifts that in the right field. It's going back to the track, and that is where it will land. And so we will enter extras now, all tied up. Sorry, guys, once again. And I think I am going to go ahead and simulate and exit. I will let this situation play out so we can continue making good pace. And we win. There we go. We walk this thing off 4-3. We take the win against the Nationals. Sawinski hit an RBI triple to end it. That is awesome. All right, so the Buccos are able to hang on despite my failures, and that is another series win. How many is that in a row now? We won against Miami, Cincinnati, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and now Washington. That is phenomenal. What a stretch. That is 6 series won in a row. And currently, we are sitting at 7 games in a row. What a streak that we've been on. 28-15 now. And for the divisional rankings, we now have a little bit of a buffer between us and the Brewers, but a lot of space created between the Reds, Cubs, and Cardinals. Game 3 is going to see Shane Baz come back after a decent start, and he will be facing Mitchell Parker, who has picked up 6 losses this year. Wow. I got to feel like it's that offense letting him down because he's got a 4.06 ERA, which is not great, but it's also it's not terrible, and it certainly doesn't look like somebody who's got a 1-6 record. So the offense has not been backing him up. We were able to shut out Washington in Game 1 and hold them to only 3 runs in Game 2, partially my fault. But so far, yeah, the offense has not really been there for Washington. So let's keep that train rolling and pick up win number 8 in a row. Yeah, we do, but Malcolm Nunez in AAA has pulled a groin injury. He'll be out for a few days, so I will go ahead and keep him active. They'll place him on the bench while he recovers. And we do indeed sweep Washington. So, wow, 8 games in a row we have won now. And that is just an awesome feeling. What momentum we have right now. I do want to check the box score. Every single batter in the lineup got a hit today. Everybody contributing. With 10 hits total, 6 RBIs, only a single walk. That went to Joey Bart. And then 5 strikeouts. What a great day against their pitching. And that is just phenomenal. Shane Baz earns a quality start, going for 6 innings with 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. That's his 5th win of the year. Bednar, Santana, Holderman, and Harvey all combined for the rest of the game. No earned runs between them, and that is an awesome win. Next up, we are hosting Kansas City, and they're having a really good year so far as well. 25-19, and they will be putting up Tristan McKenzie on the mound versus Zach Littell. It's a situation in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs, 2 men on for Nick Gonzalez. I will simulate this one. And Harry Ford has forearm tightness. He'll be out for a few days. We'll keep him active on the bench. And it's a close loss. We lose 5-6 as we could not squeak out the win there. David Bednar takes loss number 3 on the year. For Game 2, hopefully we can bounce back here as our ace Paul Skeens is back on the mound, defending an ERA under 2, looking for his 4th win of the year, and it will be against Cole Reagans, who has a 1-4 record right now, 47 innings pitched with 36 strikeouts and a just under 5 ERA, 4.91. That's looking a little ugly, so hopefully we can put it to him. It is another situation, this time with the Royals defending a lead, 2-1. Bottom of the 9th, 1 man on and Luis Arraez at the plate. Yeah, let's get into this one. And Luis Arraez, so far on this year, is averaging .239. He is 0 for 2 today. And it's Yennier Cano, former Baltimore Oriole. Very familiar with him. He throws 4 pitches in this game. Confidence is very low. And the energy is about, I don't know, maybe 80%, I would say. He's only thrown 1 pitch, so he probably pitched quite a bit yesterday. And there's contact. Oh, no, that's going to be a double play. Yeah, Luis Arraez is not legging that one out, so 1 pitch, 2 outs. That's not a good start. And it will be Max Schumann as the final hope for us in the bottom of the 9th. He's 0 for 4 today. Contact there, and it's a line drive into right field as the Pirates fans erupt out there as we have staved off the final out, just 1 more batter. And Jared Triolo is now going to get his shot. He's 2 for 3 today. Great average, .278. Contact is made. That's to right field, and it is foul. Oh, man, that was a good hit. All right, we'll try this thing one more time as we were late on that four-seamer. 0-1. Cano kicking back. And that one down the first baseline is also foul. All right, 0-2 now. Yeah, it is 0-2. Cano trying to find the final strike. Let's not be silly. He does throw a slider. Got to be aware of that. And that was it. That goes to right field, and no, it's foul again. We cannot get Triolo to hit a fair ball. Come on, man. 3 straight hits over into right field foul territory. And that one is above the zone for ball 1.
1 ball.
At least we're making Cano work. Chances are he will not be active for game 3, although the stamina is still pretty high. And that slider trails too far outside, not enticing enough. Count evens at 2-2. Let's go Bucks, the chance from the crowd. And that one's inside. Count goes full, side linker on deck, and that would be very exciting. We are going to send that runner. 2 outs, we got to do it. No, I shouldn't have swung at it. Kansas City wins off of my mistake. I need to really clean this up. I got to take some reps and practice before recording. And that will cause us to lose our first series in nearly a month of baseball as Kansas City picks up the first 2 games, and now we just have to avoid the sweep. To try to avoid the sweep, it will be Jared Jones versus Alec Marsh. And we have a situation for Dennis Santana with 2 on and only 1 out. We have a 1-run lead. Oh, wow. Jazz Chisholm is on the Kansas City Royals now. Huh. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this one. Let's let it play out for Santana. Wow. The Royals defeated us 13-10. What the heck happened? All right, so offensively, we got 12 hits, 10 RBIs, 10 walks, and 8 strikeouts. What an incredible offensive day. Oh, my goodness. O'Neal Cruz had a double, and Luis Ariz had 2 of them. And for home runs, it was Schumann, Reynolds, Carter, and then Jack Sawinski had 2 bombs. Wow. For the pitching side of things, it was a real up-and-down day, a yo-yo on the stat sheet, as Jared Jones let through 6 earned runs, Brian Abreu let through 2, then we had solid outings from Hunter Harvey and Dennis Santana, and then Colin Holderman let in 2 earned runs while only getting 2 outs. David Bednar comes in, and he does not allow any runs, but he does walk 2 batters. Clevenger allows 2 earned runs, and Majinski gets the final 2 outs of the game, so really, really strange so far, and Clevenger is now starting to make me a little worried. He's got a 5.95 ERA. That is just far, far too high. And Clevenger's overall is now taking a hit. He is down to a 74. He is seeing regression in every category except for strikeouts. The hits per 9 in particular down 3. For his stats this year so far, he has played a third of what he did last year, 23 games and 22 innings pitched, but his ERA is more than twice the last 2 years. A 2.65 last year was incredibly strong, and before that it was even better at a 2.43 in 2025. But if you combined those 2 stats, it would still be better than what he's been able to put up for numbers this year. And so I think that regression, that C potential, 32 years old, it's really starting to hit. And Clevenger is really struggling right now. So I went to take a look at the AAA pitching rotation to see if there was a candidate of somebody that was promising and doing well that I could call up as a potential replacement for Clevenger. Just doing some early homework, basically, if I either trade him or if he's got options to send down. I probably can't do that because of his contract anyways. But I'm like, okay, well, is there somebody that we have internally that we could call up to plug that hole? And I found Hunter Stratton, a right-handed reliever who has pitched 27.2 innings, 27 strikeouts, and a 0 ERA. That's right, nobody has scored on Hunter Stratton in 27 innings. I pull up his card, and he is a deep potential 65 overall, getting hit by regression, and he's 30 years old. There's no reason for this guy to be doing as good as he is, but right now, it's incredible. He has not pitched in the major leagues in the last 3 years. He last pitched in 2024 for 37 innings and had a 3.58 ERA, which was just fine. But in AAA this year, he has been absolutely incredible, nearly unhittable. 15 hits through 27 innings, no earned runs, obviously no home runs, only 4 walks and 27 strikeouts. This guy has been a phenom. We could also think about giving Yohan Ramirez a chance. He is listed as a closing pitcher, but I wouldn't be using him for that role necessarily. In AAA, he's been very strong so far this year. Through 28 games, he's pitched 27.1 innings, allowing 26 hits, 9 earned runs, 2 home runs, 10 walks, and 22 strikeouts. The ERA under 3 looks pretty enticing, and he is also of a very similar build to Garrett Clevenger. He does throw righty instead of lefty, but he's a 71 overall, see potential, and only 1 year younger. So I think it could be time also to think about Yohan Ramirez. I do want to continue development down in the minor leagues for Kirby Divino. He is a lefty closing pitcher, seeing good progress on some of these stats here. He's up to a 69 overall. He is 23 years old, so his time will absolutely come, but I had really slotted him as a potential replacement to Colin Holderman as a closing pitcher when he starts to decline. So far this year, Divino in AAA has done very well. He has saved 14 games, only blowing 2. He's got 4 holds as well and 5 wins on his record. So very active. Through 25 games, he's pitched 27 innings, allowing 19 hits, 7 earned runs, no home runs, notably, 12 walks, and 27 strikeouts for a 2.33 ERA and a 1.15 whip. Divino has been doing awesome so far in AAA. So I'm not going to make any decisions yet on Garrett Clevenger, but he does appear to be the weak link so far in this bullpen. So I don't know. We'll see. I would really hate to lose him. He was so good for us over the last 2 years, really. Since I got him, he was just incredible. But yeah, I think that regression is pretty scary when it starts hitting, and it appears to have hit very hard, very quickly for Garrett Clevenger. So I will give him a little bit more time to try to work through some of this stuff. And if it doesn't come down, then yeah, we're talking trade block. All right, let's continue play as we have a little bit of deja vu. We are playing the Washington Nationals again for a 3-game stretch just a week after we swept them, and this time we are going to their home, into Washington, where they are 17-29 now. Let's keep this train rolling and pick up some wins again, huh? No, that is a high-scoring loss. It is 8-10, and that's 4 games in a row now. As I was just praising the amazing stretch that we were on and the momentum that we carried through the middle of the month of May, and all of a sudden, it seems to be disappearing. Very, very, very worrying. Okay, what about Game 2 with Shane Baz? He's put together a couple good outings so far, and it is Mitchell Parker again. Was this the same matchup as last time? It was the same as last time. Shane Baz got the win, and Parker got the loss, so okay. It's a repeat of Game 3, but this time it's in Game 2. Come on, Boz. No, we get shut out, and Parker takes the win this time, so we've traded. Oh, my gosh. Can we not trade sweeps with the Washington Nationals, please? Somebody let Zach Littell know that this is about to happen, unless he can stop it. Jake Irvin on the mound for the Nationals is going to be seeking that win in Game 3. Please don't get swept. It's a situation for Holderman now, as he was brought in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs, 2 men on, and Jonkensi Noel is at the plate. All right, I want to try to get this out, and then I'll let it sim out. All right, Noel is 1 for 3 today. Holderman about to throw his first pitch, 2 men on, 2 outs, and we have a 1-run lead. Let's start off strong. Called strike at the bottom of the zone to Noel. Try that sinker in there. He really crowds the plate as well. Oh, no. It goes by Ford, and the runners advance into scoring position. And that is not good. All right, 1-1 now off that wild pitch. No, that goes to the center. No! We can't get it at third base. Reynolds will throw home, and it is offline. It is another blown situation for Colin Holderman. Unreal. We are witnessing a decline in real time for Holderman and Clevenger. And if those two guys fall apart, that really has me concerned for the state of this bullpen. Oh, come on. We can't even get that cutter. That's a little ridiculous. 2-0 now. Up on the top of the zone, fouled away the sinker. And that one is hit to right field for Sawinski, trailing back, and before the warning track, he's got it. But that's another ugly, critical situation. I will go ahead and let them simulate it out now. I don't want to be the cause of any more issues. And the Nationals do complete the sweep. This is incredible. Well, the sweeps have gone both ways now. So we swept Washington, only in turn to be swept twice. 2 series in a row, Kansas City and Washington returning, and they have given us 6 losses in a row now as we are 29-21. We need a restart, and it's going to go against the Cardinals now. They are 23-28 as we go over to St. Louis. Paul Skeens gets the start in Game 1 versus Sonny Gray, and Sonny really taking a step back so far this year. 47 innings pitched and a 5.36 ERA. This is primed for us to win this game and snap our streak. Come on, guys. It is a situation for Colin Holderman yet again. We have a 2-run lead, 2 men on, 1 out, and Brock Wilken at the plate. He's 2-2 today. Holderman has allowed 1 walk, but he got a strikeout, so I mean, maybe he was pulled in to close this game out, and somebody else. Yeah, it looks like the Cardinals are really threatening this one. I don't know. I'm going to let this go. I've had enough of screwing up Holderman's critical situations here, and I'm going to try to trust him one more time. And no, the Cardinals defeat us 8-7. This has been one of the ugliest skids that we've been on. After such incredible momentum and positivity, now in the middle of May, disaster has struck. This has been a crazy stretch. Jared Jones, can you please snap us out of this in Game 2 against Andre Palante? Okay, we're losing, but the bases are loaded for Joey Bart against Matthew Liberatore. Let me try to do something here. All right, Joey Bart at the plate versus Matthew Liberatore. Bases loaded. We're down by 1. It's the top of the 8th. There should be no reason that they cannot score somebody here. And I say they, but it's going to be me as I try to get us some type of offense. Joey Bart at the plate is 2 for 3 today. Come on. We'll let that one go under the zone. Probably would have ground that out. Late timing to first base or something. Double play. Maybe a triple play, knowing my luck. And apparently the luck of the Pirates here over the past couple weeks. Instead, we hold back and it's 1-0. That's one to go after. Joey Bart lifts it to left field, and we will advance the runner to home. I really wish that runner at first would not have gone because I can't really tell with enough time that runner on second to go to third. It's just kind of a tricky and clumsy situation even to try to describe. But basically, the runners on second and third hold up, so it's easy to send them. But if I... Oh, good hold back there. If I try to send all runners, it sends the one that's on first as well. So I have to send them individually, and I can only send the runner to tie the game, but we have done so. And that is a pop to right, shallow right field, which will not advance the runner to third. Gonzalez is the second out so far. And the lineup turns over for Luis Arraez. 1 for 3 today, averaging 246. And that one is to left. Is it safe fair? No, it's fouled on the third base line. Really disappointing to not get that one there. Late on the timing, 0-1 now against Liberatore. But we have tied it. We at least scored 1. Miss on that swing. The four-seamer high and tight. We're late on it. Come on, man. 99 clutch, 99 vision. Arraez should be the ideal guy for this. As that four-seamer does not fool us. It goes outside, 1-2. All fastballs so far against Arraez. And that one drops in the dirt. I'm not taking the bait there, despite the good speed. It just wasn't enough to get us there. All right, we've evened it up 2-2 now. Still got to be careful. The slider, maybe even the cutter could go out there. The 12 curve. That's inside. It's a bloop. It goes to left field, and it does not fall in. But we have at least tied the game and made it competitive. We'll see if that's enough. There's another situation. Now it's the bottom of the 8th. The very next half inning, bases loaded for Bednar. He has walked 2 men. So, yeah, we are seeing a meltdown of a lot of really important guys. I will go ahead and enter this game. Want to see if we've got anybody else warming up. Santana, he's been incredible lately, and Holderman. I'll warm the both of them up, just in case. Righty-righty matchup here for Bednar as there is bases loaded with 1 out, and it is Nolan Arenado at the plate. under the zone for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That one's inside, but it's a strike. There we go. Let's try that splitter now inside, maybe. Okay, down the third baseline. Excuse me, it's foul. 1-2. I'll try that curveball away. Oh, it's perfect. It's called for strike 3, and Arenado goes down looking. And Tyler Soderstrom, former Athletic here on the St. Louis Cardinals. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, he could be the final hope here. And we miss inside with the four-seamer. Let's try that splitter away. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Great placement there. Let's try a four-seam fastball high and outside. Misses low, and Arise is going to field it, and we will strand. The bases loaded. Way to get out of there. Let's try simming one more time. Another situation, this time Holderman protecting the lead, and that has not been a good recipe lately. We've only got a 1-run lead, nobody out, bottom of the 9th, and Holderman trying to save this. Yeah, I think this will be the last situation of the episode. It's been very, very tough. After such a hot start, everything has been just falling to pieces. It's been an incredible decline, and incredible not in a good way. Did he go after that one? Yes, he did. So we go up 2 strikes against Peguero. All right, let's try to get that strikeout. The sweeper low and away. Just goes away, not low, and that's a miss. All right, what about the cutter low and away? The speed goes under the zone. Let's try going back inside with it. And that's hit to Sawinski. No! Can we get there in time? Can we jump? No! It's a walk-off 2-run home run, and Holderman blows another save situation. This just cannot get any worse for us right now. Are you kidding me? So frustrating. And to add to the demoralizing way to end this episode, we have finally lost the lead in the NL Central as we have allowed the Brewers to take pole position there, as we have dropped 8 out of our last 10, and all of those in a row. Very, very tough stretch for us here in Pittsburgh. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's any ideas you have to turn this ship around, please let me know in the comments. And if not, I will see you guys in the next episode very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you later.